It is time now for that Eric Kendricks show. It is brought to you by a couple of sponsors, our friends at Keurig and our friends at Dr. Pepper, as we're heading for a Thanksgiving game, Cowboys and Giants, and Eric Kendricks joins us now here on The Fan. And a good afternoon, sir. How the heck are you?
What's up?
Hey, did you hear Stink on the line there? Mark Schlereth, the great Super Bowl winning guard, he said you have the best hair in football.
He said I had the best hair in football?
Yeah. And you're his boy, and he loves you.
Oh, wow. That's nice words. I mean, I try to take care of my hair with my hair product, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like it's working. Man, do you take pride in that? Do you feel like you have any competition out there?
There's some lot, you know, Maris has some great hair too, you know? Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if anyone's dedicated as I am, though. So
yeah, you didn't get him on your hair care?
Yeah. What is the product you use there? By the way, there, Eric. What do you got? What was that? You were telling us about that earlier this year.
Yeah, Switch Lanes. That's my hair. That's my curl cream. SwitchLanes.us. But I got Maris on it.
There you go. That's a nice little stocking stuffer or whatever, maybe for the guys. Mm-hmm. Guys with respectable hair in the locker room. You know, you're kind of showing respect there. Game see game.
So how many?
I always give it up.
How many hours? How long does it take for you to do your hair every day? How much time are you putting into this?
Not that much. I created the product to help with how much time it takes. You know, it makes it a lot less, but it just depends on the morning. You know, a morning like this morning, I get up, I get in the shower, I wet it, shake it out, and put some cream in there and head to the facility. But you know, after the games, my hair is super knotted for my helmet, so it's just different.
All right. Mark Schlereth says, our guest right here, Eric Kendricks, best hair in the NFL, and we're not going to fight with him on that. Congrats on the win and the fumble recovery. I imagine that had to feel great on Sunday afternoon.
It did. You know, it's been a while, you know, so obviously we've been scrapping. We've been working hard. The guys really care, so it's nice to get a win, you know, after all that hard work.
I mean, what are you thinking, though, as you're watching McLaurin score that touchdown, then the missed PAT, then another touchdown for you guys? I mean, how's that swing of emotions there as you're watching all that go down?
I don't think there's anything I would ever be surprised with now in the NFL, because I feel like between being a part of the Minneapolis Miracle and being a part of, like, you know, the largest comeback in NFL history, and then being a part of, you know, that last game we just played, you really don't ever know until there's zeros on the clock. This game is crazy. You know, when you will yourself to win, or, you know, when you're fighting for a chance to win, anything can happen.
Did you have to personally go dap up Turpin after that return just because of how special that was?
I had to. I had to. Man, it's cool when you know, I feel like it's just you work so hard and you do so many things on the day to day, and then when you get to go out there on a Sunday and you kind of just get to be free in that moment, you know, he kind of muffed the ball a little bit, but
yeah,
it was no sweat, it was no panic. He was just able to play free and just show the world what he's able to do. It's pretty cool.
Hey, Eric, you know, that Washington offense coming in, they were doing some pretty good things, running the football, throwing the ball. Man, you guys really got after their ass in that game. Zim, you guys, I mean, execute. I mean, say the game plan, you know, like say the big play was a big part of it, but what you guys' game plan had to be pretty spot on with what you guys tried to do all week getting ready for that one.
I mean, I think watching film, especially, you know, I didn't really know what to expect. You know, obviously I had known they won a bunch of games, and I heard a lot about them, but I didn't watch a lot of film leading into that game. So watching a lot of the film, I was surprised of how well they are, I mean, how well they execute on offense, and just how difficult it is to guard everything, especially with a running quarterback. And I was like, dang. So obviously they had our respect from the jump. Came out with a good game plan, made some plays. Had some good coverage on the outside, and
it's the Eric Kendricks Show here on 105 through the Fan, brought to you by Keurig and brought to you by Dr. Pepper here on your home of the Cowboys. We got you back, Eric?
Yeah, you got me back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the defense starting to come around. People are talking about it. obviously getting healthy helps, but who are your teammates that you feel like have, contributed to this, playing better, or you've watched, experience good growth and development this year?
Obviously, Josh Butler was a huge impact last week in the game. We had, Trey went down, he stepped up. Obviously, Bland as well, coming off of what he came off of, played really well. But for the most part, I got to give it to my linebackers, Marist and Pershawn. The boys just, they have a lot of energy. They do things right. They have great attitudes. You know what I mean? They're leaders, not by doing.
Eric Kendricks here with you on 105.3 The Fan. Yeah, you broke up just a little bit there. Hopefully we're through the worst of that. Let me ask you this, Eric. What would the reaction be if we went into the locker room today and started asking guys about this idea of tanking and losing games, for a better draft pick? How offensive would that be to you guys?
Yeah, that's super offensive. I feel like nah, that's just not. That doesn't even cross our mind really. Obviously this is our life's work, and we win or loss, we put so much into it. So it's just hard to just fathom you going out there and just give it up.
Eric, looks like we could have a winning streak here. What do you guys think that needs to happen to make it 2 in a row here against the Giants on Thursday?
We just got to lock in. Obviously it's a shorter week. There's going to be some things that are just out of our control. However, we got to control the controllables, take care of our bodies, get some good sleep, just the little things, and just come out with that energy and passion that we had last Sunday.
Hey, Eric, I was going to ask you about this. The Giants, like you say, it was a short week and all that, and it's an opponent you've faced before, but you're kind of hearing word out of New York that maybe they're going to get 2 quarterbacks ready for this game. Is there, on a short week, is that a tall order, or is it the fact that it is a division opponent you've already seen before? Does that help you in your prep?
Yeah, there's only so much that can help you in the prep. All we can do is prepare to react. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, 2 quarterbacks, 1 quarterback. We're not too sure. We could take the account of the last game and some of the formations maybe, and play types and styles that they like to go to in certain situations. However, we're going to have to react as soon as we get out there, and that's what Thursday games always have been for me. So I'm not expecting anything different.
How beautiful are those 10 days off after this game? Like, does it make it all worth it having to cram for a test on Thursday? The body's still repairing from Sunday, but you get those 10 days off after.
Yeah.
Not a fair trade.
It's awesome. I think that playing on Thanksgiving is cool, but Thursday games are just rough in any NFL season. Coming off the Sunday to Thursday, some weeks are easier than others, but it's just a short turnaround for the amount of ask that's being asked to happen.
Now, if you happen to get a situation like Wanye had, where the end zone is in front of you, but the clock says like 20 seconds to go, and you're up by a point or two, are you sliding, or are you taking that thing to the house?
It depends. It really does depend. It really does depend. It depends on how many seconds are left, number one.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of touchdown it could potentially be. In his situation, I would have been too scared. I would have jumped on that ball and laid down, because just out of fear of being caught or something like that. That's me personally, but he got loose. He actually surprised me how fast he was on that.
Yeah, he was pulling away. So what's the situation where you're going in? You're already up 10 or 5 seconds left? Or?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it all depends. So if there's let's say if there's 5 seconds left, and you're going against a division rival or something like that, I don't know, and you're just kind of you're in one of those moods, I don't know.
You got to show the people those old running back skills.
Yeah, it depends though. Like it has to be like a clear, bona fide. Like I'm not playing around with anything that's not like a given. Like you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. Most of the time, probably 99% of the time, I'm sliding.
See, that's what I think you're right on that because I would have feared the same thing. The fumble you recovered, the way that Wilson just hammered that ball out of Bates' hands, I would have feared like running and that somebody doing that to me. You know, knocking the ball out of my hands, and the next thing you know, they got the ball, kind of a thing.
Never go full guy. Appreciate you, Eric. Man, have a great week and an awesome Thanksgiving, and we look forward to catching up with you next week, normal time.
I appreciate it. Take care.